originally from the Cleveland area. I'm interested in music mostly. I've been drawing since I was a little kid. That was always like just kind of a background hobby thing. It wasn't something that I actually took seriously as a career path, because nobody told me that that was something you could actually do.
Right.
I didn't know any professional artists until I was like in my later 20s, you know. And so that was, and it certainly wasn't encouraged by my parents or anybody in my immediate surroundings, because, like I said, that was not something that most people did. Background of why it took me so long to arrive at a certain point, because I was convinced that this was not something that we were supposed to be doing. I've been working as a paramedic in Charleston County EMS for 6 years, and that the tail end of that was 2015. That was like my 5th year in that industry, and it was killing me psychologically and emotionally, because I was working crazy hours. I was working 16, sometimes up to 24, 36 hours at a time. The longest stretch I worked was 36 hours in one consistent block. When you find that one thing in your life is preventing you from doing this thing that you love, it just starts to eat away at you from the inside out. So around 2015, I was getting to this breaking point of like, something has to change, because I can't just keep working this job. It's eating away at my soul and eating away at my ability to get creative work done. So something had to change, and so yeah, it was a weird coming together of things. My friend moved away, plus I was also at the psychological breaking point where I can't deal with this work anymore. It's killing me. And then I was like, I don't know what happened, but like a switch went off, and I just said, it's just like, well, fuck everything else. I'm just going to devote all of my energy. This is kind of like a version of some of the loose stuff I'm doing, where I'm more incorporating more color into the work, like an oil painted portrait. And so I'd like to do all these layers, and then I paint the portrait on top of the layers. But when you carve into it, you can see some of the colors underneath the paint. While the paint's still wet, I'll just take my fingernail or something and carve into it. I would take like a palette knife or something sharp, and just carve into the paint while it's still wet. And you get these really hard, contrasting, like bright colored lines underneath the dark paint. I just like that contrast, and there's energy in that, because I like these contrasts of like, some parts of it are clean and tight, other parts are very loose and scribbly and messy. And I love trying to marry those two worlds of things together. Yeah, if you want to enjoy yourself, like, yeah, find something you love and figure out a way to live life on your own terms. Like, if it doesn't turn out well, who cares? It's junk anyway. You know, there's no value to this. I just got this out of the dumpster, so who cares if it doesn't look right? So you can approach the work with this complete lack of inhibition, right? Because it's like, I have nothing to lose. This is already garbage. Who cares what it looks like? And then from there, you find yourself doing the best work you've ever done, because you don't have this sense of fear kind of surging up inside of you, looking at this nice piece of the surface. The complete like loss of fear towards that nice looking expensive thing, and that expensive surface. So that's why that work was done. It's just like, I wanted to do work on a very non-precious surface. Frustrating, and you have to love the challenge of not being able to figure something out.